Apple is preparing something big, and not just a yearly refresh or another polished version of last year's phone. The iPhone 17 Pro Max, set to arrive in 2025, is already shaping up to be one of the most revolutionary iPhones we've ever seen. Based on recent leaks, insider reports, and early prototype info, it's clear that Apple isn't just refining the iPhone, it's rebuilding it for the future. And while much of the hype has surrounded the ultra-slim iPhone 17 Air, there's another device quietly gaining momentum, the Pro Max. This model isn't about being the thinnest. It's about being the most powerful, the most advanced, and the most feature-packed phone Apple has ever created. Let's begin with what might be the biggest change. You won't immediately notice, but one you'll feel every single time you pick it up: the display. Apple is rumored to be introducing an entirely new screen technology in the iPhone 17 Pro Max, not just a brighter OLED or a smaller notch. We're talking about nanotexture glass, previously used only on high-end devices like the Pro Display, XDR, and iMacs. This ultra-advanced glass reduces glare, improves visibility in bright light, and makes your screen easier to use in direct sunlight. In short, your display will finally look great no matter where you are, on the beach, in a car, or under a spotlight. It will cut down on smudges, fingerprints, and those tiny scratches that slowly dull your screen over time. But more than that, it will feel like a professional-grade screen, because it is. This move signals a major shift in Apple's strategy, turning the Pro iPhones into true tools for professionals, people who shoot video on the go, edit photos in the field, or rely on their phone for high-impact creative work. This nanotexture display isn't just a luxury, it's practical, powerful, and pro-level. But Apple isn't stopping at the display. Another huge feature leak that has everyone talking is the addition of vapor chamber cooling. If you've used a gaming laptop or a high-end Android device before, you might be familiar with this. A vapor chamber cooling system helps manage heat during heavy tasks like gaming, video rendering, or shooting high-res footage. In the past, iPhones have used more basic thermal systems. They worked, but barely. After 15 or 20 minutes of heavy use, you'd start feeling the heat, and performance would drop. The phone would throttle the processor to cool down. With a vapor chamber, that changes entirely. The Pro Max will be able to stay cool longer and perform at a high level without slowing down. This is a game changer for gamers, content creators, and power users. It means better stability, more sustained speed, and fewer drops in frame rate during intense apps. This also ties directly into Apple's next major upgrade, the A19 Pro chip. This new chip, expected to debut in both Pro models of the iPhone 17 lineup, is being built on a 3nm process, just like the M3 chips in the latest Mac. But more importantly, it could feature 3D stacked cache memory. That sounds technical, but here's what it means for real-world use: faster data access, lower latency, and better performance across the board. Whether you're using the camera, switching between apps, playing games, or using AI tools, everything will feel smoother and more immediate. With the A19 Pro, Apple isn't just chasing raw power, they're targeting smarter, more efficient processing. This chip is also being designed to handle the next wave of features that demand high-end power: 8K video recording, real-time augmented reality, machine learning, and possibly even on-device Apple Intelligence, the new name for Apple's AI platform. Pair that with the rumored 12 GB of RAM, a jump from the 8 GB in the 15 Pro Max, and you've got a phone that's finally ready to compete with even the most extreme Android flagships in multitasking, rendering, and keeping apps active in memory for longer. This RAM upgrade isn't just about speed, it's about future-proofing. iPhones are known for lasting 4, 5, even 6 years in many users' hands. More RAM means the Pro Max won't just be fast at launch, it'll still be fast years from now, even as iOS updates become more demanding now. When it comes to battery performance, the Pro Max might not have the biggest battery in iPhone history, but that's not the point. Apple is aiming for efficiency. With the new chip, improved thermal management, and refinements in battery chemistry, this device is expected to perform better for longer without needing a huge bump in battery size. You might not notice a massive jump in battery life from the previous generation, but you will notice fewer overheating issues, more consistent performance, and faster charging speeds. Apple knows that in 2025, performance isn't just about speed, it's about sustainability, both for the hardware and the user. What about the design? Don't expect a dramatic redesign like the iPhone X or the 12 series, but subtle improvements are coming. Thinner bezels, a more symmetric camera layout, slight adjustments to frame curvature for a better grip, and of course, more premium materials. Some sources say Apple is continuing its move toward refined titanium, possibly even introducing new sustainable finishes that not only reduce weight, but also make the phone feel stronger and smoother in the hand. The Pro Max will likely continue to have that familiar squared-edged look, but it'll feel more polished, more balanced, more complete. Let's not forget software. The iPhone 17 Pro Max will launch with iOS 19, which is rumored to bring exclusive features for Pro devices. These may include AI-enhanced photography tools, dynamic widgets, customizable lock screens, and possibly new spatial computing capabilities. All these software features will rely heavily on the new chip and expanded RAM, and by keeping many of them exclusive to the Pro models, Apple is sending a clear message: the Pro Max isn't just for anyone, it's for people who want the best, period. And here's where it all comes together. The iPhone 17 Pro Max is not trying to be the slimmest phone. That's what the Air is for. Instead, it's trying to be the most capable phone, the most powerful, the most refined, and in 2025, that means combining a cutting-edge nanotexture glass display, advanced vapor chamber cooling, the lightning-fast, a 19 Pro chip, massive 12GB RAM for future-proof performance, refined design with titanium materials, iOS 19 with Pro-only features, long-lasting intelligent battery management. In short, it's the ultimate iPhone device for users who push the limits, expect the best, and aren't afraid to demand more from their phone. Apple is clearly drawing a line this year. There's the regular iPhone lineup, and then there's the Pro Max. With this release, they're no longer just upgrading the camera or polishing the corners. They're reimagining what a smartphone can be, and with features like glare-free displays, on-device AI, pro-level thermal performance, and unmatched processing speed. The iPhone 17 Pro Max might just be the best phone Apple has ever made, but this is just the beginning.